What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Right now, we're going to be talking about Series 3. Now, it is confirmed. I'm going to go over some of the things that there were like some discrepancies with Series 2. So what happened was they didn't have the trophies to Series 2 because they didn't give us enough notice. Now we have enough notice. What's going to happen is whatever amount of Series 2 trophies you have this Friday will be cut in half. All right, that's been confirmed. You're going to obviously get a new MUT level. It's going to jump up to MUT level 70. You're going to get a MutMaster upgrade tokens. You're going to get a level master, which is Andre Johnson, that upgrade token, and it's going to be a lot more free coins and packs. All right, so we're going to go over some of the things that you guys should probably know about right now to get yourselves geared up. Now, for the full list of everything that's going to be Redux, you guys can go ahead and check out the EA Madden website. It'll let you know what's going on with it. But a lot of the cards, like the Denzel Wards, Mark Andrews, a lot of the limiteds that many of us didn't pull for that time being in Series 2, all of them will be back as Redux. All right, so what's going to happen right now? Number one, you're going to have to figure out what you want to do with your trophies. So pretty much what I did with mine, I created Dante Culpepper. I'm going to give you guys insight into why Joe Montana had to be raid sold. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys that tuned into my stream saw that Joe Montana is just straight trash. And even with the Hot Route Master, he's just not what I want. I'll go into all of that. But I threw all of the trophies in, over 2,000, to go ahead and complete the Dante Culpepper set. And he's actually been pretty good. So what I'm going to go ahead and suggest to you guys is we're going to look through your team and we're going to figure out exactly what you need to get rid of. What are the limiteds that you can live without, and what are some of the things that you feel at this point that are not necessary for your team. So looking at my team right now, I don't have a lot of limiteds. All right, the only limited I think I currently have is Denzel Ward, who I'm using the power pass on, and then I sneak in Mark Andrews over here. So, him being a limited, he's going to be a lot cheaper. Yeah, I could sell him and then just wait for him to be cheaper, but I spent like $330 or $340 for him. I don't really care about, saving 100K right now because I'm going to lose the training that I used to upgrade him. You got to remember that as well. So that's something that should come into play. Denzel Ward, like I said, I'm using a power pass on him, so I'm not really worried about that situation going forward there. We're going to have to figure out exactly what other players are on your teams, though. Like I said, I just use mine as a reference because if something is limited and I don't really feel that it's going to make my team better, I don't go crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, right, say they made Deion Sanders a limited. I would have to go after that because of the 49er theme team and the importance of the card and what it's possibly going to do for my team. That would be something that I would need. But in any other case, all the other limiteds, it was something I can live without. So some of you guys, you get the limiteds regardless, like the Joe Montana, all that stuff. Those prices are going to plummet once the Reduxes, which are duplicates of the card but doesn't have the true limited status. All right, so that's all that it means. The Redux, for those of you guys that have been asking, it's the same card, but it doesn't have a quick sell value of 250K, and it's pretty much just by itself. So that's something that you guys should probably take a look at and try to figure out what you're going to want to do with that as far as limited goes. Now remember, a lot of the other limited legends that came out with the True Legend, those will also be Reduxes. Now, if a player is really good, like Kevin Mawai, I got him for like 200 and change. I'm going to go check it. I don't expect his Redux to be that much cheaper. So I go after stuff that makes sense at the time. We could go take a look at my auctions and trades right now, because I just look and I figure out, what cards are going to be valuable to me at the time, and I go after those things. Okay, so I spent $360 for him. Okay, I thought it was $330 or $340, so that's the price of that. Let's go down and find Kevin Mawai. Oh, I got him for cheaper. I thought I got him for like $229, so I got him for $215. So that's relatively decent for me. Okay, now when I add the training and everything, I kind of control my expense instead of paying the extra for the limited version of any card, including Joe Montana. On PS4, he was going for like 600K. Xbox over the weekend, he was down to like 400. The prices are going to vary, but I need you guys to stay away from, just overspending and going crazy, especially right now when we're on the brink of a new series. So all of you guys that got all those cards and you had all that fun during Series 2, now is the time to make a move, because you want to stay up, you want to stay ahead of the game. So you're going to have to make that decision sometime before Friday. Now, we're going to take a look at the auction house right now, try to figure out, what's going on with some of these cards. Typically, they're 93s, right? So when you go over to the 93 and you start to look at some of the legends that are there, you can pretty much tell by the picture. Some of you guys are like, yo, Gmia, how do you know the legends, whatever, when they, when they're all pretty much the same? Well, the legend has, like, this is the limited for Mean Joe Greene, because you can see the picture of him with the player underneath. All the players are designed like that. Now, I told you guys this card was garbage when it was released, and the reasoning behind why it's trash is that power move block shed, it looks nice with the 90s, all that stuff. It doesn't really mean anything in the game. Dudes are gonna run dive and smash his face in and keep going for 6, and you're gonna enjoy it and like it probably, which is kind of scary that you guys actually get turned on by this stuff. But that's what's gonna happen with the card. It just doesn't live up to what EA says it does on the card. All that strength, everything, it does not matter. An offensive line that's bronze, well, I don't want to go that far. I'll go gold, will probably pummel this guy to the ground. It's really offensive line, it's in the favor with everything with the offensive line. So it's very, very difficult to do anything else. So those are just some of the things that we need to really focus on and understand a little bit about as you start to look at these things, because once you make that decision to invest in these cards, they're going to plummet, because it doesn't apply to what makes the game work. It doesn't apply to what makes the game good. No matter what players you see on the field in any stream that you watch, the pro players and stuff like that, you'll see certain cards for a reason. They don't have, like, regardless of how you think about it, back in the day when I used to play this game competitively, I understand the concept of what Madden is. So I can tell you, even though now I play it for fun and we just have fun, I'm still competitive and I want to win every game, but I understand that Madden has changed. And a lot of you guys understand that. A lot of you guys have been riding with me for a while, so you know me when I was doing competitive Madden and stuff like that. But with the way that this game is right now, it's not geared for that. So I can't sit here and tell you guys that it is, so I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to get rid of these cards. You gotta look and find all your limiteds. If you have any of these limiteds on your team right now, just do yourself a favor and get rid of them, because his redux is gonna be in the 200s. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like Aaron Donald, this is where you guys gotta understand. Remember when I told you guys when Aaron Donald was at like 500K when he came out, and I was telling you guys, I was like, just wait and just relax, because he can work for you because he meets all the thresholds: power move, finesse move, block shed. But he's not that important, because you can just put an ability on another player and he'll play just the same exact way as this guy. It's not like he's going to do something above and beyond in the game. And also, they just got destroyed by the Broncos, so they kind of suck, this Chargers team. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom line about what Aaron Donald is, the reason that I told you to take your time and wait is because those numbers don't really matter as much. Will he make plays in certain parts? Yes, but it's not consistent, because it's random. The game is very, very random. So a player like that, if you wanted him and you listened to just some of the things that I suggested, you're probably going to save 200K, which is why I tell you initially, based on the way the game is, what I go after and what I don't go after. The only thing that I rage about right now is QB play, because I have to figure out if I want to run the ball a lot or pass it. That's it. And right now, gunslinger is key, which is why I went to Dante Culpepper. But some of you guys wanted to know a full in-depth detail for why it happened, so I'm going to separate that and explain to you guys, just for those guys that want to know, when you're choosing the QB, why would I raid sell Joe after one day? It's a very interesting story. But this right here, if you wanted to get him, yes, he will make plays eventually, especially if you play like a pro player and send 2 and send him as one of the guys, he will eventually break through. But if you send pressure, if you send 6, everybody will just sit back and just camp out on the offensive side, and then you're never going to get pressure. Trust me when I tell you that. It sounds weird, but it's really, really true. All right, so as we look through now with everything else that's there, now is the time. Okay, Albert Hayward, this guy sucks. If I catch anybody with this guy on, I'm never going to say it, bro. This guy, hey, that guy right there, do not have him on your team ever. Now let's continue to go through. All right, Derek Thomas is garbage. We already know about that. DeAndre Hopkins is trash. Dante Culpepper, yeah, that's good. You know what interesting about this too? I could probably sell him and get Josh Allen and then buy him back when he's cheaper. But that's another thing. I got to figure out what's going on. The limited time Vic. These cards right now, all they're going to do is continue to plummet. But I know, like, with the way that Dante Culpepper is right now, I could sell him, get over 600K, and just get Josh Allen back and just see what happens. But he actually, like Dante Culpepper, I'll rather just wait it out and, see what goes on with what I'm going to do with my treats, get through house rules and just leave it the way it is, because I'm going to lose a lot in training. And that's what many of you guys don't understand. Once you power up a card, all of that goes into the cost. You're getting half of it back based on what you put in, and then you sell the card. You lose a lot. So it sounds like easy to do it, But you have to remember, when you get rid of these cards, leave them gone. Get your coins and you wait to get them at a very, very cheaper price. Now, like I said, he's probably going to go down to like in the 200s. All these guys I'm showing you, Khalil Mack, all these guys, you know, they're going to probably go down into the 200s once the reduxes are then available, you know, and that's pretty much what it's going to be. This guy is actually pretty good, though, at left guard. If you guys wanted to check him out, he's one of the rare cards that just has like a base 92 run block or something. No, 93. Yeah, that's the limited, though. This has everything on it. It's already powered up, so you can just add the stuff to it. This card is really, really good, guys. As far as if you're gonna, you know, anytime run the game, have a running game, and you're gonna like audible down to like an iPro, whatever you're doing from a three wide receiver personnel set, he's really, really good. I've seen him in action, and the dude gives me nightmares. So yeah, this is just a complete evaluation of what's available and what's going on. This guy's trash. You might as well sell him if you get him. Don't even create the set. The height does not matter in Madden 21, so don't believe the hype. I'm not going to go back to mossing dudes and all that stuff. They've made this game ridiculous. Height is not a factor. And then, like I said, like limited Deion Sanders, he's going to be one of the rare ones that doesn't really come down as much because he's played for so many teams that he's a theme team on. You know, Stephon Diggs might not go down as well because he's one of those guys that, you know, route running, and you could get like route technician for 2. He's going to be good as well. He'll probably be always open. It'll come down a little because of the redux, but not as much. But get your money for some of the lower level cards that you know are going to go down in price. Don't lose out because it's definitely going to hurt you in the long run. All right, but some of these cards will stay where they're supposed to be. You know, like Saquon Barkley. This is very, very interesting, right? Because some of you guys were asking, would I pay for Saquon Barkley? And then I looked at his numbers. So 93 plus 2, he'll go to 95 unless you're a Giant theme team. And if you're a Giants theme team, something's wrong with your brain. But that's not what this is about. Why would you spend this when you can afford Barry for cheaper? And Barry gets every team's chem. These are the things that you guys have to start to understand and just chill out and relax and understand that once you spend it, it's very, very rare that you're going to get that many coins back. So be very, very careful with the spending. As far as MUT level 70, you're going to get a lot of free MUT coins. You're going to get the free packs. Similar situation to what has been going on since the launch. So when you come over here and you go to MUT level, it's going to be the same similar situations. You're going to go through all of that, get your coins, get your power-up passes, all that stuff for another 10 levels. We are actually going to go over seeing which challenges are the best to get to MUT level 70 super fast, so look out for that video. It'll be available as I always do. Just look to spend about 3 or 4 hours on it because they've made it a little bit more difficult with the way that they've done it. But as we all know, we're always going to find a way to get it done. It is going to be time consuming, but we will get it done ultimately. And then you'll get the Level Master token, you'll get the MutMaster token, and those upgrades will also be there. And you may get some new additional challenges to get that, you know, the Level Master updates up to par. So that's just some of the information I wanted to share with you. Go ahead and get yourselves ready. As always, leave your comments in the comment section, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. The community is very, very good with answering questions, so feel free to leave some. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your day. Be safe. One love, y'all.